Now we start off by telling you that the federal government plans to borrow 17.89 trillion naira in 2026 to finance a widening budget deficit, according to fresh projections from the Budget Office. A new loan target is 72% higher than the 10.42 trillion naira proposed for 2025, driven by a deeper fiscal gap and weaker revenue outlook. Government figures show the 2026 deficit is expected to reach 20.12 trillion naira, up from 14.10 trillion naira this year. Officials, however, say the deficit to GDP ratio may ease slightly as the economy expands. Now, budgeted revenue is projected to fall from 38.02 trillion naira in 2025 to 29.35 trillion naira in 2026, before a modest rebound from 2027. Despite hopes of gradual recovery, the Budget Office warns that heavy borrowing will remain inevitable in the medium term. Meanwhile, President Bola Tinubu has submitted to the House of Representatives the federal government 2026 to 2028 medium-term expenditure framework and fiscal strategy paper for consideration and approval. In a letter to the House and read by the Deputy Speaker, Benjamin Kalu, President Tinubu says that the 2026 to 2028 MTEF and SFP were approved on December the 3rd during the Federal Executive Council meeting. Now, he says that 2026 budget will be prepared based on the parameters and fiscal assumptions of the approved 2026 to 2027 and the 2028 MTEF and FSP. And now the President Bola Tinubu has unveiled a new security and economic blueprint designed to fully harness Nigeria's marine wealth and strengthen the nation's blue economy. The initiative targets sweeping reforms across maritime security, port operations, fisheries, and ocean-based industries. News Central State House correspondent Bettina Nwelih reports.
President Bola Tinubu has outlined a fresh national framework aimed at unlocking Nigeria's vast marine and aquatic potential, describing the blue economy as a critical pathway to economic diversification, job creation, and long-term prosperity. Vice President Kashim Shettima represented the president during a presidential parley with participants of the Senior Executive Course 47 of the National Institute for Policy and Strategic Studies, NIPS.
The work presented by Senior Executive Course 47 provides valuable awareness of the opportunities we must seize, the challenges we must confront, and the policies we must refine. I commend the National Institute for sustaining its tradition of analytical rigor, creativity, patriotism, and selfless service to the Nigerian state.
Earlier, NIPS Director General Ayo Omotayo presented findings from the study titled Blue Economy and Sustainable Development in Nigeria, and recommended a national fisheries expansion program and a harmonized policy framework to guide marine sector reforms.
In the report, we have seen the areas of overlaps, we have seen the areas of conflicts across various agencies, and we believe that unless we solve governance problem, a whole lot of investment that would have come into that sector will not happen. With what we have done, you see that I also give Mr. President the roadmap of how to implement all the recommendations. With that, we have a step-by-step guide on what we need to do to ensure that the marine and blue economy contributes what it's supposed to do.
President Tinubu has assured that the new blueprint will receive urgent attention as part of efforts to secure Nigeria's marine environment and transform the blue economy into a major pillar of national growth. In Abuja, for News Central, Bettina Nwelih.